Hello everyone, this is Upkar Joshi. I am Python instructor. So I will be taking this today's live session, which is open session slash some. So the deal is same. We'll start one by one. You will have to raise your hand over here in WebEx meeting. I will let you talk one by one. So we'll follow that standard protocol which we are following throughout computational thinking. So the first same order will go. So the first person is Aditi.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Please go on.
Yes, sir. So while doing those practice assignment on Python, the newly added
Mhm.
ones
Yeah,
so I was getting a presentation error. Like my solution was correct. It was evaluating right, but it was showing presentation error, and the
okay,
wild character \n was showing after my output.
correct.
So yes, sir.
Okay,
So
so
I
that
can't figure out what is
oh,
happening.
oh, okay. So that backslash n character is there, right? We call it escape character.
Yes,
So
sir.
that will be added. You don't have to worry about that character. Other than that, whatever your string is, whatever your output is getting printed, it has to be exact match to the given test case. Even
Yes,
though
sir,
there is
that
an
is
extra
happening.
space or okay, can you tell me which question you
In every question, it is showing, it is evaluating correct. Like all tests passed, it is showing, and but in
okay?
the it like
Okay,
for
okay.
each
Only at the top
solution,
it
it is.
says presentation error, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's something you can ignore. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
If
Okay.
specific number of test cases, it says, yeah, see, if there are two test cases and it says two out of
Yes,
two
sir.
test cases pass,
Yes,
then
sir. Yes, sir.
that's
That is
correct.
showing.
Then
Okay, sir. Okay,
that's
sir.
sufficient enough. Okay, that presentation error
Okay.
is something which we are trying to figure out, but you don't have to need to worry about the presentation error. If you get some other type of error, then that's something you have to
No, 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 sir. I'm only
rectify.
getting the presentation error.
That's fine. That's fine. Unless and until your test cases are all are set, it's passed, then it's okay. That's correct.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thanks. Okay. Next is Vivek.
Hello,
Hi, Vivek.
good evening, sir.
Good
Sir,
evening.
I have a question. Can I put my question in chat box?
Not able to talk, or is it a code?
This is code, sir.
Okay, please. Maybe just to
So,
share it with everyone so that everyone will be
yes,
able to
sir.
see the code.
Sir, this
Yeah.
is code. When I am running this, the output is coming false. Why? Because when
Okay.
we evaluate this left hand side and right hand side, the value will come same. Then why Python is saying false?
It's the output is false, right? When you execute this particular code, that's what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me get that first. Okay. So is it activity question or you are trying it something on your own?
No, sir. This is not activity question. This is from graded assignment question. And when I run this particular blocks, then my Python output is false. I don't know
Is it
why.
graded question? Is it graded question?
Yes, sir, this is graded assignment question, but some part, not all the question.
Can you tell me the question number?
Yes, sir. Graded assignment question, question number 4.
Because if
Question
it's
number
too
4,
close to the
part 1.
question, then okay, acceptable.
The police here. Can I say something?
Yeah, Puneet, go ahead.
Tell him to replace the exponent sign with the double asterisk.
Yeah, actually, that's something I was gonna do, but before that, I just wanted to sure it's not the exact one. Yeah, so that's fine. It's not the exact question, it's something the exponential of 10. Okay. So, who's that? Vivek, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vivek, so have you watched that particular on operators? You do not have this cap sign, whatever you have put for exponential, right? Python do not have that operator for, if you want to, let's say 2 to the power 10, okay?
Yes, sir.
How you will do it? You cannot do it the way you are doing it right now. Right? Initially, you are saying 10 to the power 3. That's what you are trying, right?
Yes, sir.
It should be then star. That's how you do power
Okay.
in Python. Just replace that and
Okay.
maybe check it again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Now I got
Okay.
this. This is a binary operator, something like this. Cap sign represents. Am I right?
Yeah. Right now, let's not go to that specific cap operator. If you want, I'm assuming you are trying to do exponential. This is how you will do your exponential operation. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Just replace
Okay.
it. It will
Thank you.
work.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You got proof.
Yes, sir. I got.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Sure. Thanks. Okay. Next is Abhinash.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, please. Good evening.
Sir, I have two questions. So the first question is that in the PPA one, I'm getting error like wrong answer. I don't know why. I mean, I can paste my
Okay.
code,
Mhm.
paste my
So
code.
is it saying your output is coming out to be wrong or it just says presentation error?
No, it's saying summary wrong answer, public test, zero out of one passed, test case one wrong answer.
Okay. Okay. Can you share your code?
Yeah,
What exactly code you are executing?
yeah,
Yeah.
pasted in the chat.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So the mistake is first statement itself. What you are printing, print in bracket, you are printing that number, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And if I remember over here, okay, it is integer only, so that should not be. Let me execute this code first.
Sure.
Okay, you're not printing the last line.
Uh, Last line. Yeah, I did. I'm here to learn Python. I'm printing that, right?
Okay. In chat, I was not able to see it. Have you checked, compared it character by character where it is going wrong?
So what in my screen it's showing that my output is coming as expected. I mean, the only difference is backslash n is coming in my output
Yeah, that's
expected.
fine. The backslash in, as I mentioned, it will every other place the backslash will come, which is expected. Don't I mean ignore that.
Okay.
And because of that backslash, it says that presentation error, but that's absolutely fine. That should not be a problem.
Yeah, but in my case it's showing
Yeah.
wrong answer. That's why.
No, it's not because of backslash. That's what I am telling you. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, it's getting wrong that I can see. It's because of some other reason. It's not because of backslash. So that's what
Okay.
I'm trying to check I mean, trying to compare the expected output with the uh, configured output.
Okay, sir, I got it. There are two I in
Some,
high. There are two
yeah,
I in
some
high.
character. Yeah,
two
yeah,
I
yeah.
in high.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah, yeah.
sorry,
Even I could not find
sorry,
that.
sorry,
It's
sorry.
too
My
subtle and yeah, yeah. Just put one.
yes, I'm sorry, sorry.
See, this week one codes are you. It may look pretty stupid to ask thing, but you just to get you familiar with these test cases. Slowly, you will see some practical programs. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
sir.
that's that.
I
Okay,
have
sure.
another question.
Yeah, go on.
So I was like, so for a string, if
Mhm.
I am trying to access a character, I can access it using similar to a list. Like I can use say str of 0 is equal to the str of 0. If I type, I will get the corresponding character,
Correct.
particular
Correct.
character.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
I mean, the only problem that I'm facing is, say, I'm
Mhm.
trying to replace a particular character of a string.
Okay.
Say,
Yeah.
I'm trying to assign it again. In list, I
Mhm.
can do the same. Say,
Correct.
list is car, bus, ship. If I want to
Got it.
change car to
Got it.
bike.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
in string, how can I do that? That's my question.
Okay. Okay. So in string, it's not possible to change a specific character like what you are saying, right?
Okay.
So for example, let me write up, I mean, let me explain to others also with string, because there is something called as immutables. Okay.
Okay.
Something it's termed as immutable object. So just hang on, let me share my screen. Okay, so this is what you are trying to do, I believe, right? Let's say, then you are doing, let's say, S of 0 is to maybe just doing small I, maybe even in quotes. This is something you're trying to do, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And uh, if you will get this,
So your
I
voice is
internet
getting kind of disturbed in between.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's now my voice is better.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think I was using that Replit, right? So my network bandwidth was getting shared between WebEx and Replit. So that
Okay.
was the issue for them. I've moved to some other way. Give me a second. I will open a local setup. Okay. Is there any way to share the whole screen? Yeah. Can you see these two separated windows over here?
Yes.
Okay. So this is something you are trying to do, I believe, right? S of
Yeah.
0 is equal to, let's say, capital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yep.
it will say something like this. str object does not support, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is happening because this is a string. The S is a string, and string is termed as immutable object. Okay, immutable means if once you allot specific value to that variable S, you cannot change something inside. If you want to make it, let's say I by mistake I mean initially I wanted to make it, let's say India with I capital, but I typed it like this. So you can do like this. You can completely reinitiate the value.
Okay.
Okay, and then maybe if you want to print it again, it will work. This thing works, but you cannot
Okay.
specifically change a single character into string, which is possible in list because list is mutable. Mutable as in, I mean, this is maybe a bit technical term. That's why we avoided in the lectures. But when you use this term mutable, that means a small, I mean, something inside the value, you can change it even after initialization. Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Okay.
right now I don't want to show a list example because it's not yet, we haven't covered it, but I believe everyone knows what list is because of computational thinking. But still, even after that, in list is possible. There is some more, I mean, one more data structures which is similar to list, which is again immutable where it's not possible and all that. But for now, consider its string is a immutable object, and here we can't do that. That should work for now. Okay. So if you want to change something, you'll have to reinitialize the entire thing again.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks. Okay. Next is Avinash. Hello.
That was me. My doubt got cleared actually.
I'm uh, I'm hearing two voices. Who's talking? Can you just say your name and then repeat?
So Shreyans here.
Okay. Yeah.
What was the error in the first question asked by Abhinav, sir?
That second problem, right? Practice assignment, second question are you mentioning about, right?
The one which had multiple print statements, sir.
Yeah. In that, the high is there, right? Which is I think for second or third letter, second or third print. It has two I. There is one more I has to be. Okay.
Yes, got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that was the. All right. Next is Sunita.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Hi.
I have a doubt in practice assignment question 5 and 6. It is about the parenthesis, how, I mean, Python takes it up. So I just wanted to know if there is an order in which Python actually processes these operators.
Okay. It's there in which question? Fourth or
Practice
fifth?
assignment 5th and 6th, both are similar questions.
Sixth is not there. There are only five. So
No,
can you just
not the
check the
PPA, sir.
numbers?
It is a practice assignment, not the PPA. It is in the
Okay.
practice assignment.
Okay. Practice assignment. No, it's not a programming assignment.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a programming question.
Fifth, yeah, fifth and sixth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So fifth one is okay. How does Python interpret and parameterize the following expression? Okay. So if either you can give parentheses by yourself and then compiler will follow those brackets, or else
Okay.
it will go from left to right.
Okay. Be it
Okay.
any
It will
operator. I
check.
mean, yeah. Yes, sir.
It will simply check. It will scan the string. If it
Okay.
finds a bracket, it will solve the bracket. If bracket is not there, then it will just come back, so solving it one by one. So this thing 3 power 2 will happen first.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Then
it
whatever
actually
the
takes it
answer
from the
is
right
there,
to the left. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I mean, if you can consider it text it from right to left, but actually, I mean, internally how it executes, if you are interested, then in fact, it goes from left to right, searching for bracket first.
Okay.
Searching for some parenthesis if you have given it yourself, right? There is a possibility that you can have either parenthesis like this, or maybe this, right? So
Yeah.
it first checks whether the programmer or the user of the program has given some parenthesis or not. If it's not, then
Okay.
it simply comes back evaluating. So this three with power 2 will happen first. The result will be powered to the 2 power. I mean, that's why this particular thing is there. This
Okay.
thing
Okay.
should happen first, then
Uh-huh.
this, and then the final one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, I had another doubt as well in PPA4 actually, the programming questions.
Okay. So I guess this will solve your next doubt also, right? In practice assignment.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sir,
What about this
in this
PPA4?
actually, yeah, in this
Mhm.
actually I give a variable a value of 3 power 35 and then I give
Mhm.
another variable an integer input.
Okay.
Then I create another variable which gives me the value of x by y, which is the
Mhm.
previous two, and then
Correct.
I print it in a way of integer. But what happens is, like in the program, they have given it the first input is 10. So then I have a
Mhm.
value which has a 0.7 behind it, and so it rounds it off to the next number, which is actually 0 it should be, but it gives me 1. So there is 7 0 at the end there, but I get it as 7 1, and due to which I get an error there. So how do I avoid that? Should I
Okay.
not use integer and some other function? That is where is the confusion.
Okay. So
If you want,
let
I can
me
paste the
comment.
chat in case, I mean, in
Yeah,
the chat,
yeah,
the
yeah.
program.
Better.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just put
Yeah, yeah,
put your code, then we'll discuss. I mean, where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
changing it. Yeah.
Yeah, sir, I've done that.
Yeah. So that's your code, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
I
you're
took
doing
up multiple
X.
lines so that I can find out my error, but still I couldn't find out where the error is. I mean, I did a print
Yeah,
X
yeah.
and
Okay. Okay. So whenever you do this divide, right?
yeah.
This is the place your A is becoming float, and then we are converting it into integer. Okay. So I will tell you where it's going wrong. Expected is 7 0, right? Okay. And you will get this. Okay, you are printing it twice, huh? Okay, first you are printing X.
Yeah, yeah. That is so that I
Yeah.
can find what is the error, and I found it. It was rounding it off to 1. So that is how I came to know that is the error. But
Right.
how to mitigate that, I couldn't find out.
Okay. So that's integer. Okay. By the way, what accept and integer? Okay. Okay. So the point, the place where you are making this mistake is, see, this part is X is correct, right?
Yeah.
X is correct. So whenever you are trying to execute this X divided by Y, what will happen when you do X divided by Y?
It will give me a float value.
It will give you a float value. And when you do this integer of float, okay. So for example, let me not do this. Okay. Let me first do only this part. Okay. So right now, what the answer? 0.0.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So whenever you convert it to integer, it simply removes that 0.0.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. But what we are asking, divide by x and print the output. So we want the quotient part of it.
Okay.
So for quotient part, you should be using a different operator, which is explicitly available in Python. This,
Yeah, double slash,
so,
right? Yeah.
Double slash, correct. That's the operator which will give you the quotient of any division. So in this case, it will always be integer. You do not even have to convert it.
Okay. Got it, sir. Got it.
So you miss the trick by, I mean, you should not explicitly convert it. This operator you use wrong. That's the place it went wrong.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. The
Sure.
syntax don't tell us where the error is, so it becomes a little tricky.
Yeah. That's the reason we actually started with these very basic print statements and just do this, do that, so that you will get comfortable with this particular, this particular UI or the programming assignment part of the assignment. Okay.
No,
So
this
that
is
you
very good,
can
sir,
go.
because we are, I mean, like I am a beginner in Python. So for me,
Yeah.
going this way is a better way to do it. Otherwise, I'll get confused.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
in that case, I will suggest everyone that tomorrow your session is there, right? Solve with code with us or solve with us. Tomorrow session is there, right? Python session.
Yeah.
That session where we will talk. I mean, the maximum emphasis will be given that how this particular thing works, how test run, how it works, what you should do, what you should avoid, and all those things. We'll talk more on this programming assignment part of the graded assignment. I mean, we'll not talk about graded assignments, but we'll just tell you the do's and don'ts of this particular interface, what you are seeing right now, because this is new, right? Yeah,
Fine,
we
sir.
actually
Yeah.
wanted to do this bit earlier, but that time we were facing some bugs in this. So now all are fixed, and that's the reason week one's practice assignment got released the release was delayed. Otherwise,
Okay.
here onwards, this programming assignments you will receive along with the weekly release. So week two assignment will also come in short period of time.
Fine. Sir, another
Yeah.
request is like last time we had a calendar wherein there was a planned sessions of activities for the week. So if something of that
Yeah.
kind could be done this time as
It's
well, it
there.
could be
It's
helpful in
there. If you
planning.
go to course instructions,
Okay.
this is the calendar. It's there.
Okay. But have they updated all the
Yes.
sessions,
This
is it?
weeks are added. Next weeks are not added. This weeks are added. So
Fine,
we
sir.
will keep adding week by week.
Fine. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Okay, next is Raghu.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Sir, in practice assignment, question number 7.
Okay. Week one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, previously you have explained question number 5, like if there are no parentheses, it will search and come from right to left.
Mm-hmm.
If we go by that logic, A should be the answer, sir.
Okay.
But
So
B is the right answer.
yeah. So that's exponential thing. This is logical operators, right? This and or nor, these are logical operators. So
Yes.
whatever that is correct. Whatever you say, whatever you are saying, that's absolutely correct. So whenever you go from left to right, do you see any brackets? No, right?
No.
So what should be the first operation it will do? It will do true and false.
Yes.
This is the first operator you see here, right?
Yeah.
So this true and false will be evaluated first.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Then it
or is
comes
the next.
back. Yes, but or you cannot execute unless you do not, because not and false
Okay.
are associated together. So that's the difference between other operators and this not operator. Not operator executes first. So within not, or, and, the precedence is not comes first, then and then or.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So let me just type some code and maybe elaborate it better. So, for example, okay, you have something like 5 multiplied by 4, okay, or let's say plus 2. Now, how it should execute? If you apply that same logic as it is, you with that logic, it will do 4 plus 2 first and then multiplied by 5, right?
Yeah, but
But
product comes
because the
first.
yes, correct. Now we are getting it. It depends on the precedence. If the precedence is same, then that logic is applied. If particular operator has a higher precedence, then that should happen first. So not has a higher precedence.
Not and second.
Not has a higher precedence than and or.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. So next is one sec. Okay. All right. So next is Sayantan.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes, sir. Sir, I had a doubt in the question 7 of the graded assignment. Means I had a doubt in the question part.
Okay. Question 7 of the theory assignment, right?
Graded
Not the
assignment week 1.
programming.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Let me stop sharing because I'm not sure whether answers are okay. Okay. Can you tell me the question number? 7, right?
Sir, question 7.
7. So this is the question. Okay. Tell me what's your doubt?
Sir, in this question, no values are given, no Boolean values are given for the two variables. So should we consider all the possible
Correct.
combinations for this? Okay. So
Okay. Even
we
you,
should consider all the possible combinations and then answer that.
yeah, just hold on. Let me just check what exactly is asking. Yeah. Yeah. You have to consider even written here, right?
Yes.
Scenarios are independent of each other. So consider all different possibilities of values for that even E2.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Sudipto.
Yeah, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is in PPAs and GPAs, whenever we do this test run,
Yeah.
expected output and my output is matching, but this presentation error is coming. Why is that?
So please ignore that. If it says okay, so if you go to any assignment and if it says public test case 1 pass, if this statement is
Yeah,
correct, you
all
can
case
ignore
pass
presentation
statement
error.
is there.
Then it's
Okay,
correct.
then we
Then it's correct. You can consider that your code is correct.
okay. Then
Okay, this
if
presentation error
error is
is
there,
coming because of this backslash n. Yeah.
okay. And this one more thing, sir, this backslash n, why is this coming, sir?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's how I mean, this backslash n is coming because the way the backend of this particular thing, like this is the UI you see. So backend information is happening on the server side. So over there,
Okay.
this is how it is configured. That's why it's coming. And the presentation error is because of, I mean, that's one of the reasons that it's presentation error. But right now, don't worry about it. Simply ignore it. If it says your test cases are passed, then it's correct. Okay. This is something
Okay,
which will get fixed soon. I mean, this is something we are still working on.
okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Sure. Okay, next is Yashas. Yashas, you there? Yashas? All right, I will come back to you. Vivek?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, go on.
Uh,
You.
Sir, I'm solving the PPA question, and I think I'm writing
Mhm.
the code right, but it says wrong answer and something like that. Can I
Okay.
put my
Can
answer
you tell
in
me
chat
which?
box?
Yeah, sure. Just can you tell me first which question?
PPA question week number week one PPA question one.
One. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Put your code in the chat.
So this is
Just match it character by character. I mean, something is wrong with respect to some character somewhere is wrong. That's all, nothing else. Because there should not, I mean, there is nothing much in this code to go wrong. So just compare these two, I mean, left side and right side. There is some extra bracket somewhere, some character here and there is incorrect. That's all. So, okay, so can you see here the brackets are there?
yes,
Like,
sir.
so you have to add these brackets, right? 10 to, there is a left of 12 and right on 10. So those I have to add here. In your output, the brackets are not there. So just add those
Okay.
brackets. It should work. That's not the only case. Some other, okay, true. This true again, T is capital. So you just this character by character, simply compare it and you will see some one more place something is wrong. Okay, again Python P.
Okay.
Okay, so kind of things are some more error is
Yes,
there,
sir.
but you
Now
just
I.
compare it like this. Okay,
Okay.
you will see,
Okay.
you will find it that where you made a mistake. This is again 100. You have made it 10 raised to 10 and 10 only. So that's something. This thing
Okay.
also has to be
Now I have
fixed.
now I have cleared the mistake, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, sure, sure. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Next is Avinash.
Sir, you explained
Yeah,
the practice assignment question 5. I didn't get it. Can you explain it again?
yeah, sure. Uh, Question 5, right? This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you observe this, so compile to I mean, first of all, it's a wrong thing to say compiler. Python doesn't have a compiler. Python is an interpreter-based language. So don't break your head the difference between compiler, interpreter, that we'll see later. But yeah, so interpreter, what it do? Interpreter will scan this particular expression from left to right by going it by operator. So it found this particular exponential operator, right? It will do power of from, I mean, left power right. That's how it works. So okay, first it found power operator, next is again power, next is same, next is same. So currently whatever operators are there all have same precedence because it's the same operator, right?
Oh, yeah.
At the same time, it's not also able to find any brackets. So in original expression, there are no brackets.
Yep.
So when it reaches 2, the interpreter realizes, let's make it straightforward. The computer realizes that there are no brackets and all the operators are same. So the precedence is also same. So because of that, it starts evaluating from right to left. So we'll do 3 power 2. So 3 raised to 2, that is 9. So it will calculate 9 first.
Okay.
Then 2 power, that's the next thing it will do. So 2 power 9 is, I think, 512. So that's how it will go to. Then 1 raised to 512. Then and then 0 raised to value. So finally, ultimately, you will, this is how your execution will happen. 3 power 2 result, which is power, in that result, 1 power and then 0 power. Okay.
Okay, sir. I mean, the only thing that I got confused for is, like you said, it scans from left to right. I also thought the execution starts from left to right. So is it wrong?
No,
Like
it
we shouldn't calculate.
starts scanning. Yeah, I understand. I understood. So now you got it, right? It scans and then the evaluation starts.
Okay.
That's scan.
So let's
If you
say,
ignore it, it's fine. You simply ignore the scanning part and consider it evaluates from right to left. That also works. Okay.
okay. So let's say if there are some different operators, so first we should look at precedence first, then come to the scanning, or how should we
Yes.
do it?
Okay. So you should evaluate it like you do in mathematics. Okay. How
Okay.
now look at the sixth question. Here there are 3 different operators.
Okay.
And no brackets. If there are no
Yeah.
brackets, then evaluation is completely dependent on the precedence of operators, like what we have studied in school algebra. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So which operator has higher precedence?
Power.
Exponential. Correct. So it's power. 10 power 4 should happen first.
Yep.
After two operators, multiplication and addition. Who has higher precedence?
Multiplication.
Then multiplication will happen, and at the end there will be this addition.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that's how it will happen. So it's not like always from right to left. Right to left it goes only when the precedence is same. Otherwise, it's normal algebra rules are followed.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Okay, next is Yashas is back. Can you
Sir,
able
can you
to
hear me?
talk now? Yeah, now I can hear you. Go on.
Sir, I had a doubt in a programming question. So can you please open PPA1?
Okay.
Not graded.
Yes. Yeah. This is the one.
Yes, sir. So here to print, I am here to learn Python. In double quotes, we have used Python. That's why we are using single quotes in the print statement.
Correct.
So what if we want to use, what if we want an input output to be both in double quotes as well as in single quotes?
Okay. So in this statement, you want, let's say this.
So learn should be in single quotes and Python should be in double quotes.
Okay. It's possible, but before that, very specific lecture I only have recorded. I'm not sure part of week 1 or week 2. Just hold on. So if that is there, I can direct you. I will tell you the answer, but that particular lecture, if you watch, then it will be even more detailed explanation will be there. Okay, it's in week 2. So this lecture, right? Week 2 lecture, escape characters and types of quotes. Can you see this lecture 2.5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this lecture after this session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So right now I will tell you. For example, you are saying this learn has to be in single quotes, right? So
Yes,
if
sir.
I add quotes like this, it will not work. Correct? Because your string starts from here, ends here, and second string starts from here and ends here. So this learn is something which is something not not get identified by the computer. It will throw an error. In fact, it will consider learn as a some variable, and it will throw error. Happen. Just wait for a moment. Okay, so as I was mentioning, if you make this single quotes for learn, it will give you a syntax error, invalid syntax, right? Yashash,
Sir.
you there? Yeah, so there is something called as escape character. So whenever you want to use this walls inside print, which you cannot use directly, then you put this backslash before it. Okay, so you put
Okay, sir.
backslash like this and then execute. Then you will get your expected output. Now, can you see this one in single quote?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's possible. This something called as escape character. So as I mentioned, watch that lecture 2.5. This
Yes, sir.
particular lecture. Okay, escape characters and types of code. It's covered.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
next is
Thank you.
yeah. Thanks. Next is Vranda.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
So, are we taking activity questions because I had a doubt in one?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, activity question session happened yesterday, but yeah, right
Uh,
now, you're the only one who raised your hand. So yeah, please go on. Tell me
activity
question
question
and we
week
go.
one. Week one.
Yeah.
Question number 8.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Tell me
I
what's
wanted to
happening.
ask you that is my approach correct in this one? Like, what I thought of doing is that 0 equals to 0 will turn out to be true, and true has a numerical value of 1, whereas false has a
Okay.
numerical value of 0. So, like
Mm-hmm.
turning each expression like operator by operator and then checking its corresponding numerical value.
Mm-hmm.
Is it correct approach?
Have you executed the code there?
Yes,
Have you
sir. The
executed this particular
answer
code?
is same only.
Hmm.
So, is it
Okay.
correct?
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't want to directly tell you this. Have you tried it by changing some values and finding out what happens first, what happens next?
No, sir. No.
Can you try that? Maybe just take 2 more minutes and try that. So,
All right, sir. I will.
okay. Okay, just hold on. What's happening in this particular expression? There are three operators. One is less than, one is greater than, other is this double equal to. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So try one very small expression where only either greater than or equal to. One of those is there, and second is double equal to. Only two operators. Let's say less than and double equal to, and check that. And you tell me what's happening.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's why for activity questions we avoided to give any answers along with it. Otherwise, students will not try it themselves. Okay, so just
Okay.
take 2 minutes and try it. Okay, I
Okay,
will
sir.
I will maybe answer next person and come back to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Next is CG. What kind of a name it is?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name?
Cherian.
Cherian. All right. Go on.
So I just saw this PPA and GPA assignments, and I have submitted them, and most of them have passed the test cases.
Correct.
But when
Yeah.
I go back to that link, my code is not saved there.
Okay, it should be. I mean, are you sure you clicked on a submit button only?
Yes, yes. I first did test run, made sure that it works. Then I click submit.
Okay. Because, for example, see at the top, you should be able to see this also. You will be able to submit. That's fine. Last submit on 8th May 1650. This is something I just tried it just before starting this session, right, at 4:58. So just before 5. So for example, right now it just say print high, okay, and it's there. Let me make print hello. I mean, that's not the answer, just for test showing you how it works. Okay, so this is answer is wrong. That's fine, but still I submitted. Okay, it says submitted successfully. If you go back, it says the updated time is also, and you can see the this particular thing also. Okay, I mean the value also. Let me even close it and it's open again. It should work.
Yes, sir. Now it's working. I refresh the page. It's working.
Okay, then that must be because of your browser has a cache memory, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if you're not getting what I'm saying, just refresh it and it will work. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks. Okay. Next is okay. Aisha.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening. Tell me.
Sir, I have a doubt in PPA 3. Actually, I'm not able to solve this code
Okay.
this time. PPA 3.
Okay. Okay. PPA3. Just tell me what you're supposed to do here.
So here I have to take a string input
Hmm.
and then add this exclamation mark before and after this string.
Correct. Correct. So that means what? You want to say, if your input is the first test case, the input is school, right? So if this
Yes.
is the input string, I want exclamation mark at the beginning and then at the end. Similarly for numbers also. Correct. That's the expected output. So what actually you're doing? You're taking string as an input and appending a character at the beginning and appending one character at the end. Correct. So that's what? That's string concatenation, right? Something called as string concatenation. You append, I mean, you combine two strings together.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how to do that? It's covered in the lectures, right?
Okay. So through that plus mark.
Yes, through plus only, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so you already know the answer. I was going to write the code, but yeah, anyway, you know that that's plus operator. So it is something, I mean, this is just a single line code. You take
Okay.
this input and add it at the end, add in at the beginning. It should work. Okay. To say for week 1 or week 2, you may think that how come these guys are asking so simple questions, but yeah, only for first couple of weeks you will see these very easy and straightforward questions just to get you familiar with this. Later on, we'll ask you meaningful questions and pretty complicated codes. So don't think that there is no trick in this. This is the final answer. Okay, even it's straightforward as it looks, it is the final answer.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
sure. Thanks. I mean, I saw there are a couple of questions like this. I mean, not directly mentioning this, but somewhere it says like this, that after computational thinking, it looks like very basic, right? I mean, after graduating, we are asking you school-like questions kind of a thing. But yeah, just to get you familiar with Python, slowly we will go back to that kind of a difficulty what we had in those computational thinking pseudocodes. Slowly Python codes will get complicated as we go on. So that will come. Initially only this is what you are saying. Slowly you will complain maybe other way around, saying yeah, these questions are too complicated and all that. Let's hope that that will not happen, but yeah, there is a possibility. Okay, anyways, so one person was there in between. What happened? Have you realized, have you came to know what happens first, less than symbol or double equal to?
Yes,
What
sir, I
can you?
tried it. Like, I
Okay.
used to print 1 greater than 3 double equals to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Turns
Happened
out
then?
the output was false only.
Okay.
Like, so according to operator precedence, 3 double equals to 2 will be evaluated first, which will turn out to be false. And
Okay.
according to my theory, it should be false is equivalent to 0. So 1 greater than
Mm-hmm.
0 should have been true, but it is false. So apparently my theory doesn't
So
work.
okay. So now you got to know how it executes.
Sir, so can you tell me if we don't have a compiler or IDE with us, so how should we evaluate these kind of questions?
You have Replit, right? We had first two
Yes, sir.
lectures on Replit for same reason. So go to Replit and execute it there.
No, sir, like in our college exams, like when we have some kind of coding questions only, like
Okay,
just
okay,
asking
okay.
beyond the scope of this course.
Okay, okay. I thought you are asking in general. Okay, out of scope of say over there, by the time you reach to these exams, right? You will know, you will get familiar at what executes first, what executes next, and all. So these questions will actually help you realize this precedence and all. Okay. So by the time you reach to the examination, you should know. Right now, now will you forget what is the precedence between less than, greater than, and double equal to?
No, sir.
Now you will remember this, right?
Yes, sir.
So why you will remember it? Because you actually tried it yourself. If I
Yes, sir.
give you the answer directly, you will not remember. You will remember, you will forget by Monday morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what sir was, Sudarshan sir was saying in other day. I think he came in yesterday's live session. So yeah, he was also again saying same thing. Code as much as you can. I mean, he was giving that some example of car driving and all that. Unless and until you do it yourself, you will not come to know what's happening. So type as many codes as possible, as many possible, and try, you will not forget. Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Okay. So next, Dibendu.
Hello, sir. Good
Yeah,
evening.
so, yeah, good evening.
Sir, I have a problem in activity question problem 25.
Okay. Just
So
hold on. Let me read
what
the
should be the
question.
code?
Okay. Okay. So you understood the code, right? What you are supposed to do there?
Yes, I have to what do you say, to the power 0.5 to make
Okay.
to get the root of the number, and if it
Correct.
is an integer, then it should be true,
Right.
and if it
So
is a
how you,
float, but
yeah, yeah,
I
your
am unable
logic
to
is
do that.
correct.
Whenever I do star 0.5, that always results in float.
Correct.
So I am unable to execute that problem.
Okay. So you did that star 0.5, right? Just for square root.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what should be your next step? What you can do to, make sure that it's equal? I mean, you're on right track. What else you can do to check whether it's a perfect square or not? You just have to add some more logic into what you are doing right now. What can be the next step to that?
Uh, I'm not sure, sir.
Okay. So I believe you are doing something like this. Number is equal to, let's say, put. Okay. And then you are storing, let's say, a is equal to I guess this is what you are doing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a now let's take 5.
The bracket,
Okay,
sir.
so now you got this 5.0, right?
Yes, sir.
How can you check this 5.0 against 25? Till this point, it's correct. Just think more what you can add next so that you can compare it again this with this.
Again, squaring it.
Try that. Should work, right?
Again doing. But sir, in
Okay,
that
just
case, every
yeah.
number should be again the same number, no matter what number it is.
No. I mean, okay. So in that case, can you take just this 5? I'm not saying 5.2 and make power of it. I'm just saying power of 5 you have to do.
Okay.
How you will extract 5 from 5.0?
Taking only the integer part.
Right? Then
Then squaring it. If it is
okay. So
close to the number given by me, then it should be a perfect square.
correct. So in this case, for example, if I enter 15, now you will do what? 3 to the power, I mean 3 into 3 you will do, right?
Yes.
Then will it be equal? Right?
Yes, right, sir.
Can you write the code now?
Yes, sir. I can write.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
And once again, that's not just the one way. I mean, whatever we just discussed right now, I discussed with Dibendo, that's one way of writing this particular logic. Okay. If you have written some other, you have applied some other different logic, and if it is working, it's possible. Okay. I'm not strictly saying that that's the only way to do it. There are other ways. There are even in fact inbuilt functions are also there. So I don't want to go there, but whatever logic, if it works, it's correct. As we have studied earlier, interface should be same. Implementation can be different, which is correct. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Adibendra. Okay. Next, anybody else? Okay. So, Hussein,
Sir, good evening, sir.
good evening.
Sir, I have a doubt on PPA1 questions. My expected output is not match with my output, sir.
PPA 1, right?
Yes, sir. So can I put
Okay.
my code on chat box?
Yeah, you can, but just compare your input expected output with the output which you
Yes.
are getting. I mean, the
Yes,
code
sir.
is
Yes.
pretty
Yes, sir.
straightforward. Okay, you
Sir,
must have
there is
done
an
some
error of
miss.
_n, sir.
No, that's not the error. Error is not because of backslash n. You must have made some mistake in the print statement.
Okay, sir. So let you check this.
Yeah, go on. Just post your code in the chat.
So here you can see.
Okay. This is your code, right?
Yes, sir.
How will it work?
Sir, so only it shows in _, and there is an error. So nothing.
Correct. I mean, this is something which we have not yet covered. So if other people are getting confused with what this is, simply ignore it. We are coming to this, in the next Yeah, in week 3, you will see what this thing is. So don't
Okay,
worry
sir.
about that part. Just to compare this thing, character by
Sure.
character. Do you see there must be some character where you have made a mistake?
I don't think so, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So if you see here, there is a space between equal to and 100. And your code, it's not there.
Okay, sir. I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir. Let me run,
Just,
sir.
yeah, I will run it here. Okay. It executed, one by one passed.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Next. Vaishnavi.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt in activity question number 16.
Yeah.
In that it is asked to, if means we will need to provide the output of product of the integer without using the star symbol.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what to use, because if I use plus sign also, so then we are not sure, right? The user will input what number, so that how many times I should, it means add, or I'm not
Okay.
sure about it. So
Okay.
I'm
I
not
set the
sure.
port into integers. Okay. So this 10 part is constant, right? The X
Yes.
part you don't know, I agree, but X is something which you
Hmm.
are accepting as an input from user,
Yes.
correct?
Hmm.
But you know that you're supposed to multiply it by 10.
Yes, but then if
So,
suppose, okay, but if suppose I in means if I take input as 5, so we have to
okay.
multiply 10 5 times, that is 10 plus 10, or we can do is add 10 5 times, right?
Yeah.
So this is when I'm sure that I have to, when I'm typing x, means I'm taking input as 5, but what if it changes again and again? So that time I'm not sure what to write the code, so that it should take exactly like, if
Okay. Okay. So, as you, I'm actually, when you just said that, there only you mentioned what the answer is. So whenever you do this 10 into x, right? If instead of multiplication, if you want to do addition here, what you can add, either you can add 10 5 times, correct? For
yes,
that, you should know what the value of x is.
yes,
But on the other side, you can add x 10 times.
x 10 times, yes.
But then irrespective of value of x, if you add it 10 times, you will get that multiplication, right?
Okay, right, yes,
Then that you can do, right?
yeah, okay,
Okay, yeah. That's all.
thank you.
Okay, sure. Thanks. Next, Tanuja.
Yes, sir. I had a doubt in PPA 5.
Okay.
I was not sure how to remove the last letter from the input string.
Okay, so I mean, I've shared screen and unfortunately the result is already, yeah, the answer is already here. But yeah, this is how you remove it. What you're supposed to print in general, you don't want the first character, right? You want only from second character onwards.
Yeah.
Correct. So how to access the second character? By first, by 1. How to access the last character?
-1.
-1.
Okay,
This
okay,
is there in
understood.
one of the lecture.
Okay, yes, understood. All right.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Anybody else? No questions? Okay. Everybody is getting all the answers of Python questions. Okay. So if no one has any doubts, then maybe I will ask few questions.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, go on. Who's this?
Sir, sir, it is Katyayani, sir.
Yeah, okay. I can go on.
Yes, sir. I have a doubt in GPA 3, sir. Okay. Week 1,
Okay.
GPA 3, sir.
Okay.
So here I am writing code and I'm when I'm running it in Replit, it is working, sir. But here it is giving me wrong answer. Test is not passed. I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, in question, it is accept a string as input. So, we just put like x equal to good. We put it, or we will just accept it as input. Like we will put
No. You should
str
accept
input like
that. You should accept this string as an input from the user. This is good thing. Accept a string as an input and create a copy of this string. Now insert the length of the original string at the end of copy and print the final string to the console. So, for example, if good is your input, then output should be good 4. I mean, sorry, good is your input, then the output should be good 4. Why? Because good, this word has 4 characters. So that 4
yeah,
is
sir.
appended at the end.
Sir, it is working in Replit, sir, but it is not working here. I don't know where I'm doing mistakes, sir.
Okay, are you taking it as a input from the user or you're just declaring good?
I'm declaring, sir. Yes, I'm just declaring.
That's
Before
why.
that, I take it from the user, but still it is not working. It was just giving me the wrong answer again. I don't know where I'm doing mistakes, sir.
Okay.
It was
Okay,
just
fine.
simply when we take input, sir, it is like str and then parenthesis input and then just enter a word, right? And then the
See,
two
it's a
parentheses.
graded, so I can't comment on that whether it's right or wrong. But yeah, that's my dilemma. I mean, I cannot even ask you to give you me your code and I will correct it. That's also not possible. So maybe we
Yes, sir.
will do one thing. Okay, just do one thing. In this chat window, just send your code to me. Okay.
Okay,
There
sir.
is an
I will.
option where you can send it to a specific
Yes, yes, yes,
person,
yes.
right? Yeah, just
I
send
know,
it
sir.
to me. Let me just see what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Actually, I joined late. Sir, actually, I wanted to ask about that error, why that error is coming in every question about
This
backslash n.
yeah, \n is not a error. That's how the representation, the backend works. So you ignore that \n or whenever it says presentation error, right? These two things
Yes,
you
sir.
right now ignore it. Ignore these two things.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
If it
sir. Sir,
says your public
yes, sir.
test cases, okay, over
Yes,
here,
sir.
if it says 2 out of 2 passed, then you consider your code is right.
Okay, sir. Sir, and what is meaning of PPA and GPA?
Okay, GPA means graded programming assignment, and PPA is practice
Yes.
programming assignment.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You must have received one email regarding these things. If not, I mean,
No,
just
sir.
go and check it on your online degree. Your like.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, it is not received till now.
Okay, then maybe you will receive
Maybe,
it
yes,
because
sir.
I remember I just gave the details what should be the content of email to the portal team who was supposed to send that email. I will just check after this meeting that what happened to that. Because
Okay, sir.
it explicitly mentions how your evaluation also happens, right? You know that
Yes, sir.
usually grading happens that whatever graded assignment is there, it gets converted to, you will get scores here for,
Yes,
for
sir. Out of
graded
100.
assignment, practice assignment. Yeah. So with respect to scoring, how it will execute when you have a two different components in it. Right now, if you see, there are multiple graded assignments. Graded assignment 1, then this GPA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 graded assignments and this 1 grade. So total 6 graded assignments in single week. So how the calculation will happen with scoring, right? That confusion many people may have. So
Yes, sir.
to solve that, we are sending one email. I just gave the text to them. I don't know whether they have sent it or maybe they will send it maybe Monday morning or something. I'm not sure. I will just check it. You will get the
Yes,
detailed
sir.
mail explaining all this. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir,
On top of that,
yes,
we
sir.
are also doing one live session tomorrow, which is
Okay, sir.
dedicatedly will focus on this how do's and don'ts of this programming assignments on our portal. So that may be
Okay, sir.
something you might be interested. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask that in our major examination means quizzes and main exam, the question will come like that means what is the type of following expression, or it will be like GPA question
Okay.
or
Okay.
mix of both.
Let me. Okay. That's your only question. You have any follow-up question to that?
No, no, sir. No, sir. That's only
Okay.
question.
Okay. No, because I left that previous Kalyani asked one question that is still pending. So okay, fine. Let me answer
Okay,
this
sir.
and go back to her question. Okay. So in quizzes and programming test, right? Over
Yes, sir.
there you will see both type of questions.
Okay.
Okay, we are still
Yes, sir.
working on because let me be honest. TCS, the platform, I mean, that's the TCS platform, right? Where whatever the
Yes, sir.
quizzes you give, right? So TCS
Yes, sir.
platform so far is not supporting Python programming assignments. Okay, but we
Okay,
have
sir.
worked,
Yes, sir.
we have found a workaround where we can actually have this programming assignments also get included in that. So you will find again a
Okay, sir.
combination of both, where you will find this MCQ, MSQ as one component and programming as a second component. So both things will be
Okay.
there.
Okay, so it will be like means we can execute the
Yeah.
program and check it.
Okay. You can check
Yes,
it,
sir.
but when you do this MCQ, MSQ questions, right?
Yes, sir.
That time you cannot check it.
Okay, so means it is divided
Otherwise,
into
there
two
is no
sections.
meaning, right? If I ask a question like this, you can execute and give the output. Yeah.
Actually, we can give. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Otherwise, there is no meaning asking this kind of question. I can likely consider that everyone will get it correct, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that something will be that those details will send it when we talk about quizzes. Even
Okay,
right
sir.
now, we all are not sure how quizzes will happen, whether they will or not. There is so much of uncertainty because of the
Yes, sir.
situation outside, right? So
Yes, sir.
right now it's not. I won't comment on it whether how it will happen and all that. We'll see. We will once we finalize something, we'll let you know through announcements and emails and so on. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
in
Thank you,
that
sir.
you will find all the explanation of all these things. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
Kalyani,
Thank you, sir.
you there? No, not sorry, Kalyani. Katnyani. Sorry, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing
Katyayani,
it
sir.
right.
Yes, sir. I'm here only. It's okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, I saw your code. Yeah, there is a mistake in your code only. The last line, whatever you are printing, right? That exactly it's not correct to what is expected. That's third, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. So
This.
it is just
So
to
your
print
output,
I mean, print string and as well as length, sir, right?
you are printing what you are printing is correct, but the expected output is good for whatever you are doing. It will not be a single string. You will get there will be a space between this. Just check your output. It will be good space for whatever you are.
Yes, sir.
That space
Yes,
should
sir.
not be
You are
there.
right.
Because of that space, it says wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay,
I
so
got it.
now you are, yeah, now you modify your code to remove that space.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Hello, Onkar. I have a question. This
Yes,
is
who's
Kaushik.
this? Hello?
This is Kaushik.
Yeah, Kaushik, go on.
When I'm printing the my code in the assignment GPA 3, okay, in the output, I am getting both the lines of code in the single this thing. So there is test case 1 and test case 2, right? So
Right.
I think the output as expected output, but both the answers are getting printed in both the test cases.
Correct. Because
Yeah, good.
it's accepting it that input. This
Oh,
is the
okay.
one, right? You should accept this string as an input. You should not directly declare a variable s is equal to good. No, there should be an input
Okay.
statement where you accept this as an input.
Okay,
Correct. What it
understood.
says, accept a string as an input.
Right, okay.
Yeah, then it will not happen, right? Then it will only take whatever is given as an input.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Sure. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, so before, I mean, even though you have more questions, we'll come to those questions. But before moving to few more questions, I mean, let me quick feedback as a just week one summary session. So it's the first summary session of this course. So do you have any comment to add? I mean, I know, Prof, you already did a lot of things with Professor. I heard all the entire discussion happened with Sudarshan sir. So apart from that, do you have any suggestions, any feedback, anything where we can improve, anything where we are going wrong, all those things, whatever, any sorts of feedback you have, please go ahead and share it. Anyone, anyone, whoever are available in this current meeting. Any
Sir,
sorts
I
of
like to add
comments?
a comment.
Yeah, sure, go on. Who's this? Can you just start
Sir,
with your name so
sir,
that I will know?
Brenda. Brenda.
Go on. Yeah, Vrunda.
Sir, I appeared in the course of IIT Bombay and they used codeboard.io for their coding practices.
Right.
And I found it like a nice user interface it has. So if
Okay.
you guys can implement this, that because this backslash n is quite frustrating for everyone.
Okay. 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 Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I hear this, but actually, a restriction for, I mean, that I will tell you the reason. Okay. This particular thing has to be a part of this particular portal, right? And on top of that, this all grading and scoring, whatever you see, right? All this is automated thing. We can implement the bot, but bot has some limitations. I mean, with respect to the compatibility of bot along with the portal. So that's the reason we decided to do it on our own. I mean, this backslash is something it will go away. That's not a major thing. Okay. But yeah,
So, sir,
what you say, I agree. This, yeah.
So, sir, in near future, we can
Yeah,
expect that
Vrindavan.
we'll not get any presentation error due to backslash n.
Yes, yes, yes. That will not happen. It will get corrected. That backslash n thing, presentation error, that will go away.
All right, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to add anything? Comments on lectures itself? Because
I
this
would like
time
to
we are
add
doing
something.
a lectures in a. Yeah, sure. Go on. Who's this?
Avinash.
Yeah, Avinash, go on.
So I was going through that online textbook on the dashboard. There is
Okay.
a
Yeah.
there is some mention on Git and GitHub. So I'm new to that. Can you like arrange some session related to that to give some overview regarding that Git and GitHub maybe?
Okay, sure. GitHub is something, yeah, we'll see how we can plan GitHub. maybe this is a bit too early to talk about GitHub and all.
Okay.
I mean, we will do a session. I will just give you a quick, a quick information how Git and GitHub is. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. So I missed your name. Can you just repeat it once again?
Avinash.
Yeah, Avinash. Sorry. Uh, so, how is GitHub is like it's a repository. Okay, repository means it's a place where you can over your programs, your projects, or whatever programming things you do, not just programming, even your files also. It's just like you are familiar with Google Drive, right?
Yeah.
It is not exactly a Google Drive. It's a place where you can store projects in a hierarchical manner. So it's a technical repository where most of the programmers hold their, I mean, you can put their program there and you can share it with someone else. You can share your projects with someone else, and you can even collaborate over there on same projects. If the other person have required credentials and all that, so that credential and access is very flexible. So many programmers use that GitHub to store their project, to share their plans, and maybe add your project link into your resume also. So maybe if you're going for a interview and all, you can share your GitHub ID in your resume, so that whichever company person who is reviewing your resume can go and take a look at your projects, and maybe that will make a more stronger case regarding how good you are at technology and so on. So that way, in that sense, it's a lot. So that's the general idea behind GitHub. It's just a place, it's a repository where you can store all these things, and it's something which you can share with others in a better manner. So it is generally used for software development or related things. So that's how it works. So we'll come to that. I don't know. I mean, I have not read in detail whatever the book you are mentioning, online book. So I'm not sure if it, what is the exact reference which is used over there for GitHub. But yeah, as you're saying, we'll try to schedule some session for. But right now, with this, it's a bit too early. As we go on, I mean, maybe this is too early to say, but there is one course in your next term, right? Your semester, the next term, which is supposed to start on September. There is one course called as App Dev. Okay, it's called Modern Application Development 1. Okay, MAD1, Modern Application Development 1. You do this application development, that's the place this GitHub will play a major role. That's the place the GitHub will be very, very much useful with respect to that modern application development, because over there we will not be writing a single code. There will not be a one single Python file or something like that, where you will require so many different files. The relation, I mean, it's not a correct technical term, but right now I will just use it. A communication will happen between lot of those files. One file will be executed from other file and so on. So many different communication will happen between these files. So that time the GitHub will come handy. Okay, so we'll explore it. Even in Python, as Professor mentioned, we are planning to do a lot of small projects. So over there also we can use, but it's not something which is mandatory, as we already have that Replit, so it can be done on Replit itself. But if required, or if maybe we can try to include that GitHub part in Python, we'll see. But right now I can't commit to that, because definitely not at this stage. Maybe in the back end of this possibly in last or second last week, we will try to do it. But right now I'm not sure whether GitHub suits well with respect to Python. So definitely, if you go to that MAD code, definitely place introduce GitHub. All right.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
And the biggest advantage, GitHub is free. GitHub is free. So that's another reason most use it.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Ajit.
I am unable
Okay.
to. Sir, I am unable to solve the PPA 3 questions. I'm
Okay.
unable to remove that spaces between gaps left out.
Because I believe you are writing it like this. Right? When you write code like this with commas in between, like you're printing three different strings right now. First string is this exclamation mark, second string is this input, whatever you get, and next is this another exclamation mark. In this case, stop. My internet is a bit poor, maybe it's unreliable. Let me try again. So, what's that? Are you getting the difference between comma and plus?
Sorry, sir, my internet is poor.
Okay, same. So, can you hear now?
No, there might be an audio lag at your end. Actually, there are some students saying that it's laggy, and it's laggy for me as well.
Okay, okay. Now is it better? Let me stop sharing to save the bandwidth. Is it better now?
No, sir.
Is it, Ajit?
No, sir. Yes, sir, but your voice
No,
is still
still the
lagging.
okay. Okay. Is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Now it's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ajit, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Ajit, that space between exclamation mark first, then the string, and again space and next exclamation mark, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you are using comma, I believe. Printing exclamation, then you are using comma, then input, then comma, and then the exclamation mark. That's the reason I believe you are getting the yeah. So you should understand the difference between comma and the plus operator, which is used for concatenation.
I should use plus instead of comma in that code.
Yeah, just try that. Yeah, because when you do comma, right, that means you are actually printing three different strings. You're not printing one string, you're printing three strings.
Okay.
When you print three strings, then there will be a comma which will separate those three strings. But when you use that plus operator, it will concatenate your three strings, merge it into a single string, and ultimately you will print a single string. So your print statement will print only one string, and when it prints one string, there will not be a space in between.
Okay, sir, I'll try.
Okay, yeah, just try that. Okay, one more person. Yes, 5636.
Yeah,
Pritodip,
Good,
right?
good evening, sir. Yeah, it's Pritodip, sir.
Yeah, go on.
Sir, you were asking for suggestions a few minutes ago. May I say
Yeah,
something?
please. Yes, please
Yeah,
go on.
sir. Now that we have authentication on Zoom and like everybody has to use their
Yes.
ATM ID, my
Correct.
suggestion was to shift to Zoom entirely instead of using WebEx because we have faced a lot of problems on WebEx. Like there were a lot of like impersonation and all. Like other students came in, they used some other names and everything. So if all sessions can be held on Zoom, then it will be very helpful. So.
Yes, sure. I mean, there was a For Python, we can do this. Sure. Let me talk to the people who schedule all these sessions. Okay, this calendar control and this video team, right? So I will talk to them and we will see. There is a reason behind having the open session, only open session on WebEx, but it's not applicable for semester 2 courses. So yeah, for Python we can do this. So let me see what I can do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But
Sure, sir.
actually, if you consider this registration, by the way, for WebEx also the registration is now there. Earlier it was not there, but now on both sides is there. You cannot log in using your personal ID. You have to log in using your online degree ID.
Sir, but even in this session, I did not log in using any ID, sir. I just typed a name and I joined the session.
Oh, anonymously, you are still able to log in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This has always been the case in WebEx, sir. I mean,
Okay, fine.
if some sort of authentication is enabled for WebEx, then I don't think there will be a problem. But till then, I think we should use Zoom exclusively, if possible.
Okay, sure. I mean, for semester 2 courses, we can. For semester 1 courses, that's not possible because of some other reasons. But yeah, sure. I will see. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Ritotip, I thought you will give some comments on the content itself.
I am sorry, sir. It's my inability. I
No,
did
no,
not
that's
watch
fine.
my
It's fine. I
lecture.
just, yeah, just.
I'll leave some comments definitely. Actually, I have been very tied up with college stuff and everything. For Python, I did not manage to even watch a single lecture now. I'll do it, sir. I'll do it.
Okay, sure. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else have any comments?
One thing maybe I can add is that Professor Iyengar is very energetic. Like his enthusiasm
Yeah.
is infectious.
Yes.
That
Yes,
is what I
absolutely.
felt.
Yes, absolutely.
Sir, if you can check the chat box, like someone had messaged a few minutes earlier that your videos are pixelated for him. I don't know whether it's a problem with him or not. If you can check the chat box, it will be very helpful.
What it says?
Like he said that like whenever he watches your videos, the code is very pixelated. I don't know if it's a problem with him or others, but he said it is a problem specific to your videos.
Yeah, if you watch these videos at 360p or 240p and all that at a lower resolution, then there will be a problem. Watch it at bit higher resolution. Even I think 480 should do. Not even required to go for 720 or 1080 something. I understand bandwidth is a concern for everyone. So if you increase the quality of video a little bit, then maybe you will be able to look at the code properly.
Yeah.
If you watch it
Maybe
at
that was.
lower quality, there will be a problem. Yeah, I understand there will be a problem, but the the issue is the font size. We cannot change it in most of the environments. So I cannot even write a code with a larger fonts or something. So that's something I will see what I can do. Maybe I will try to zoom in on the code and all those things. But yeah, honestly, I mean, that's something actually I started talking when someone else come in between. So regarding these videos, right? If you can observe with respect to, at least with respect to Python video lectures, they are a bit different as compared to what you have seen earlier with respect to computational thinking or other courses. Even currently, whatever the statistics 2 or mathematics 2 lectures, if you have registered, those lectures, the professor, you can see himself talking there in front of camera and all that. Because as even Sudarshan sir mentioned multiple times that he is currently in Mysore. So at his home, so he do not have access to a recording studio. Same thing goes with me. I am also in Pune, and even I don't have access to recording studio because we both are not there in our IITM campus and so on because of the lockdown outside. So due to that, we are just working with what limited resources we have. That's why we are now doing this shared screen. I mean, wherever you see, you are able to see only screen. The screencast is something what we are doing. We are not doing video cast where you see screen as well as the professor talking. So for, I don't know for how, I mean, we all are, I mean, we, I mean, our sympathies that we cannot do anything about this. We are pretty, very sorry about all this things. I mean, it's not an excuse, but as he said, he started, I mean, we all started this Python bit late because of some issues we were facing earlier. And due to this, I mean, we are doing this weekly recording. Even right now, we are, I mean, regularly on daily, we are recording your next weeks and so on. So because of this resource limitations, this logistical limitation, that this thing is there. So just bear with us for, I don't know, for how many weeks. We are, I mean, as soon as it becomes possible for us to, travel back to IIT campus where we can record using proper studios, then this problem will not be there. You will be able to see all the full-fledged video setup is there. This particular issue, whatever you mentioned regarding pixels and all, that will go away. You will be able to see code even in lower resolution. But till then, I mean, I'm very sorry. We can't do anything. Just watch it in a bit higher resolution. That's the only solution I can give you right now. Because yeah, someone is messaging. Even Tamil Nadu went into lockdown. I mean, almost all states are going into lockdown. So that issue is there. But let's not talk about that. Let's keep it positive here. Let's focus on Python. We will deliver you all weekly contents without any issue. Only thing is they will be in the way they are right now. They will be all videos will be this screencast, except the introduction and conclusion video which Sudarshan Sandhu is recording. Apart from that, all other recordings from him as well as me, we both will be recording it like this using the screencast where we will you see the screen where we will be typing our codes, and that's how it will go. So actually, that's the feedback I wanted to get from all of you. That do you find it? I mean, whether it's a difficult thing, it's a good thing, or so. What screencast recording, whatever you are seeing right now, are you comfortable with it, or are you facing a lot of problem with it, where you are not actually able to see the professor? Is it too much of a hassle, or you are able to manage?
For me, it's not too much of a hassle. It's fine for me, sir. The content is what matters.
Okay. Okay. Others?
Yes, sir.
So
The
it's
content
Anyone has
same. I
any
is
mean,
not a
comment?
problem.
Maybe. Okay, sure.
no problem. It's great for us.
Sir, for pixelated videos, you can increase the text size in Replit itself, like while
Oh,
recording the video.
it's there, huh?
Yes, sir, in the settings only. Text
Okay.
size.
Okay. I've
So it's
not
there.
explored it. Okay, fine. So then I will do that. So week 2 is like week 2 is already released, so week 2 I can't do. Week 3 I will do. I mean, some videos already ready. So whatever here onwards, whatever I record, I will increase the file. Okay.
Can we change our ID to VS Code?
Yeah. You want?
The
We do
audio
not
lag is
have
back.
any restriction. Sometimes it will keep coming in between. Same reason, no so strong network available. I'm just using mobile data. Yeah. So someone was mentioning about some other editors, right? You can, I mean, from our side, we do not have any issue with you using any editor. Use whatever editor you are comfortable with. There is no issue. We suggested Replit because Replit has one feature called as Replit Teams. TEAMS, Teams, Replit Teams. So that's something which will help in later weeks where we can collaborate on the same code. So if you can write your code and you can share with us, we can solve your doubts on there itself and so on. So it has a lot of advantages. That's why we even bought the license. So with your yeah, Google Colab is also good enough, but we explored a lot of these options and ultimately we came to a conclusion where ultimately we came to a conclusion that Replit is far better as compared to any other uh, ID, any other resource available out there. Okay, so I mean, yeah, everyone will have their opinion about no, sir, this is better, that is better, and that's always going to be there. I mean, there is no argument on that. Everyone will have their own choice. But collectively, we had a discussion over this. We tested all these IDs independently with respect to various features. And ultimately, we decided that Replit is best among all those. And that's why we decided to move with Replit. So we'll use Replit. Along with that, if you can, if you see, Sir is using that Anaconda Spider for few of his recording. So he will be using that. He is a strong supporter of VI editor. So he might be using VI editor also. I use the Python idle also. And if you watch the tutorials for week 2 or and so on, there are some videos where I've used idle for some reasons. So while recording, whatever is works better, we have used it. But as I said, there is no restriction on what you use. Okay, you can use whichever editor, whichever platform you are comfortable with, and just go on using it. That's how it works. See, your Python program should be correct. That's the ultimate. Learn Python. Editor is something it's not a critical thing. You should learn the concepts. You use whichever editor you are comfortable. You use PyCharm, you use VM, so VI, Google Colab, and so on. Whatever you are comfortable, you use it. You will not have any, there is no restriction on you must use those, use this, you must use that. It will not be there. From our side, there is no restriction. But we will continue to use Replit. Yeah, and regarding the videos, I will see that I will try to increase the font and zoom on the specific code block or something like that. That will do for sure. From week 3 onwards, whatever recordings I will do here onwards, I will see what I can do about it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you check the chat box once? I sent a message.
Okay. Okay, that something is pretty tough to do because Python, sorry, stats, if you can see, stats is going in a different direction. They have already released most of many weeks. I believe 4 weeks are released for stats, right?
On YouTube, it's there, but like on our portal, that didn't come up yet.
Yeah, that means it's already recorded, right? That's the
Yeah.
point. Yeah, so it cannot be changed now. And whereas Python, it's see in statistics they are not. I mean, Andrew sir is not teaching Python. What he is doing it, he's just using Python as a resource to explain statistical concepts. Whereas in this course we are teaching you Python. So not necessarily. I mean, he don't have to I mean, he does not have to cover Python concepts, but we have to cover all concepts which are there in Python. So it's not possible to make sure the Python and statistics to go parallel, because there are many students who are registered only one course. I mean, there are many students who may have registered only for statistics 2 or only for Python. So this parallel track is not possible. They will go two separate ways as the syllabus is given on the website. So yeah, so that's not possible.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Samarth, you have raised your hand. Do you have anything to say? Samarth, Animesh, both of you.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes. Yeah,
Sir,
you're
I,
audible. Yes.
sir, I send you code regarding PPA 3. Can you please check it? It shows I'm not passing any test. I don't understand why it is.
Where you sent it? Where you sent it?
I will send you in a chat box. Yeah.
You already sent it or you are going to
Yeah.
send it?
I'm going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, send it, please. Okay. Yeah, and when you execute that code, what's happening?
Sir, it shows currently that output is cool /n, but
No, that's fine.
public test,
\n part is fine. Otherwise, what's happening?
the public test is not cleared. It's like 0/2 passed.
Correct. Because you are taking both inputs together. I mean, you are not taking input in the first place. You are just defining that string. You are hard coded that string in the print statement.
Okay.
What if I mean, you just assume that specifically it will take that cool and the other number, whatever we have. It's not the case, right? Can you read the statement?
Okay, sir.
What it says?
Yeah.
Accept the
Accept the
input.
string. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are not accepting the input. That's why it's not working. You should accept it as an input.
Okay. Okay. I understand, sir. Thank you.
So in that case, you will get only one either cool or that number at a time, right? You cannot have both together. Once you do
Okay.
that, your both test cases will pass. Otherwise, your logic is correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Next we have
Can I ask one question?
Harshvardhan Samarth. Yes,
So,
go on. Hey guys,
hello.
let's go one by one. Raise your hand and then talk. So I have seen Samarth and Harshavardhan. So yes, Samarth, do you have anything to ask? Any feedback? Any question? Yes, Samarth. All right, then Harshvardhan.
So when can we expect the \n to be an error to be sorted out?
Soon. That's all I will say. I can't give you any specific day or specific time, but yeah, maybe the back end, the
Because we
portal
have
team
a
is.
submission process on Wednesday, so
Submit. You can submit. Don't worry about it. You can submit.
okay,
Don't
sir.
consider that. See, even though right now it says that presentation error, you ignore that presentation error, you ignore \n. You will get marks if your code is correct. I mean, otherwise, if it's correct, if the problem is there because of some other reason, then it will not give you, I mean, you will not get marks. But if your all test cases are saying passed, you will get marks. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You
Thank you,
don't
sir.
have to wait for that problem to get resolved. You can submit, and if it says all test cases are passed, you will get marks.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about that part. Okay, so feel free. I mean, go ahead and submit your codes.
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Okay, next, Kumar. Kumar Naik.
Yes.
Yes, Kumar.
Yes. Hi, sir. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay. I have a one problem in the replit.
Okay.
So whenever we use the output, we display the output.
Uh-huh.
The word is character is wrapping. Can you remove that condition? Suppose I in line I printed that 300 character, but I
Okay.
want to display in the one line, but they wrap and they put in the after some time they cut in the next line put there.
Correct.
So I want 300 character in one line only.
Okay. Okay. So see, it's not. I mean, on the UI side, it comes to next line, but internally it is considered as a single line only, even though it appears on the second line. So I mean, there I'm not sure. I'm not sure there is any any specific length which you can set over there, but you can try something.
Actually,
I mean,
actually, I wrote one program to display the
uh-huh.
sine curve in the mathematics, actual sine
Yeah.
program. But what's happening that no, they doesn't give the proper output on the replit, but it's give in the some other editor the correct output.
Correct.
Can I send you the link?
Yeah, sure. Go on, send it.
I'm I'm sending the link on the chat box. See,
Okay.
if you that click that link, the entire thing is a link. Here it's working. But
Okay.
if I run this program on the replit, it's because that they wrapping the my curve is up to the suppose 400-degree, so it will go further in the horizontal.
Okay. There is
So
a.
it is not working properly.
Okay, I got it. Just hold on. I'm just opening your link and when. Okay, so with what angle you are executing?
Give the last angle as that 400.
Okay. Okay, so with 400 over there, it's coming correct, but you are saying on replit, it's not working.
Yeah, because the word is gone wrapped, that automatically it's horizontally, vertically it is going so much, but horizontally there is a boundary.
Yeah, I got it. I will just show you how you can fix this. It's not a big deal of a thing. I mean, just have to drag it. Uh,
No, then after some time dragging,
yeah, can you see replit? I've
in a
shared my
screen,
screen. Yeah, my screen.
I'm
Is it
not
visible?
not now.
No, it's not visible.
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay, so this is the output you are talking, right? It gets messed up. So just simply drag this, you will get the output. Okay, just increase the area for the output.
Yeah, but up to how much we can get area, not up to the more than that.
You can extract it as much as you want. Even if you reduce this, you can
900.
get full screen also. You can get full screen also like this.
Then only up to the full screen we will get, not more than that.
Yeah, yeah. It will not go outside screen, right? That's the limitation for any console.
No,
Because see
the
this
link.
console,
No,
yeah,
sir, link I gave you that there we can go up to 802,000.
because they have some kind of configuration like that, huh?
Yes.
I have to see.
So I wanted to ask
There is
that
an
can we?
option where you can stop wrapping. I'm sure
Yeah, yes. So is
wrapping
there on the
option for
report?
that or not. Yeah, then you can disable wrapping in Replit, but I'm not sure till what value of pixel it will go.
Okay.
Wrapping only, but yeah, disable the wrapping, but still this is some for a soft wrapping. Even I'm not sure about this part because I never had
Okay.
to execute a code like this on Replit, so I'm not sure. But yeah, let me see what we can do about this. Okay, I will get back to you on this part.
Okay.
So Kumar, can you give me your? Can you just like you send the link? Can you send me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was just going to the one comment. Can you send me your roll number? Just last digit is 4 for your roll number. Send it to me in
Okay, okay,
personal
okay.
chat.
I'm sending. I'm sending.
Oh.
It is 4, 8. This last 4 digit is there.
Yeah, last 4 digits.
Email ID, no?
Yeah, of your email ID. So that I mean I can able to contact if you know these 4 digits. So let me check what we can do about your problem and I will get back to you on that. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we have already crossed the time. Okay, sure. So we'll close this session here as we have already crossed time and I'm not saying any more queries. I hope I was able to solve most of your queries. If something is still there, there is another session tomorrow. So you can always come and ask your doubts. And anyway, the forum is always available. And you can see that now we have moved to a new forum called Discourse. I hope it is better than earlier Google forum. It has so many additional features. So those are the two places where you can go and whether as in the forum or to this live session if you still have doubts. So we'll stop this session. Thank you all. Thank you for joining this session.
Thank you, sir.
Kumar, I will get back to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.